So you like your controller with rings, a stylish design, multiple color styles, ghost or wind engine switches out the box, custom configurator on board, and over 10 custom light designs? Then you'll like the DualPad Zen. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have the DualPad Zen. So I slide this out the package here. You can see we have our DualPad here. Now this pad out the box comes with a right angle USB-C to USB cable. It comes with a nice switch puller and keycap remover. It comes with extra screws, so if you lose any of your screws, you have backups. It comes with extra keycaps, so you get one large and one small in the bag. And it also comes with an extra switch. You have your welcome card here from DualPad, and you have your instruction manual. And this manual you will want to keep, because when I open this up, you can see this manual is 4 pages long. So everything you need to know about this controller will be in the manual. Do not lose this. And not only do we have the Crystal Edition, we also have the Matte Black Edition. And here we have the DualPad Zen. There are two versions, the Crystal and the Matte Black. When it comes to the Matte Black, this top here you cannot customize as a matte finish. When you look at the bottom here, it does have acrylic bottom, so you can apply artwork. These are all lights here on the bottom, and they're very bright, so you can customize that to make it lighter or darker, how you see fit. When it comes to the Crystal design, it comes with an acrylic top, and this artwork here is installed underneath. You can take that out and install your own custom artwork on the top and the bottom. So going around the DualPad Zen, you can see there are 2 large buttons here on the bottom and all smalls across the top. There are rings here around all the buttons. There is a control button here. So your screen, you can redo all your settings. You can change your input modes on the fly using this dial here. You can change your colors. There are tons of settings you can do using this joystick and this controller here without having to go to the web configurator and change different things. You can just do it all from this screen, and that's really nice. Here you have your home and your start button on the sides. You have your other buttons there. When you go around, there's nothing on the bottom. There is nothing on the right-hand side. Your pass-through and your power are on the top. And you have another power on the left-hand side, which is really nice. So if your port on either side breaks, you have a backup power port. I personally like these cable managers here, and in the description you'll find links to everything and all my gear as well. You're going to have so many customizable settings for both of these devices. So what makes these two different? This one comes with a matte finish you cannot customize. The bottom is clear acrylic that you can change artwork on. This also comes with black rings and black buttons. This device here comes with the clear white and the clear white rings and keycaps. This has acrylic on the top and the bottom, so you can do artwork on top and bottom. The switches inside, they both come with my favorite switches. They come with the Ghost on the matte and the White Rain on the Crystal. So when you buy either one of these pads, you're already running some of the best switches that Kailh provides right out the box. And what's unique about this pad is the controller here. So when you click it in, it's your input mode. You can switch from PlayStation to Xbox, PC, all the different things. Click yes. You can change your SLCD, your D-pad, the turbo, all the different settings you would have to memorize the commands for, or different things you can do it all through here. Even your focus mode. So if you're in a tournament, you can turn off the home row so you don't accidentally press home or start, and just do it all right here from the menu. You hit save, you hit exit, and you're all set. You can see you can go up and down all the different modes here. You can change the animations. You can go down. When you go down to lighting, you can come in here and go through all the animation options and change to whatever you see fit and try different things out and see what you like for your controller. And if you simply want to change the colors on the fly, there's a button right here you can press. And when you press this button here, it'll change the animation that glows underneath the controller. And when you have the lights out, it shows really bright and really nice, and you can see different animations going on. And you can just click this button and it'll change on the fly, and you can go again into the settings and do more options here using the controller. So using this controller, you'll see the rings are roughly 2/4 high, and with the buttons, there's 3 and 4. It's about 4/4 tall when it comes to your buttons. When it comes to spacing, your rings are side by side. There is no space in between, and your buttons here are about 5/4 apart when it comes to directionals. So next we have the paper test. We take a standard piece of 8.5 by 11 American printer paper. We turn it sideways, and we look at our pad here. It is roughly 2 adapters shorter in the middle, 1 adapter shorter on the top, and about 1 adapter as wide as this piece of paper. So why do we do this? We take this paper, put it right here on your desk or on your lap, and when you play like this will give you a really good clue of how big this device will be in person. So how do we connect to our console? You'll take your USB-C side, plug it into the top or the side. You'll take the other end, connect your adapter, plug this right into your console, and you're all set. And when you read your instructions, they'll also inform you the best performance and lowest latency is to take the adapter, connect to the top here in this pass-through port, just lock it in place, take your cord, connect to your console, press the home button, and you're all set. So what are your adapter options? If you're on the Xbox, you have the Wingman XB3, you have the Mayflash Magic X, And you have the Mayflash Magic Boot for Xbox One. If you're on PS5, you have the Wingman FGC. You have the Mayflash Magic S Ultimate. You have the All56.com's adapter. You have the Mayflash Magic Boot. And you have the Cosmox Hot 42 Booter 5. So when connected to your console, you'll connect your USB-C plug to the top or the left-hand side. You'll take your cord and the adapter connected here and plug that right into your console. Press home and start, and the controller will activate. And for lowest latency, you'll want to take the adapter and plug it right here in the top in the pass-through port. Connect your cord to the console, press home, press start, and you're all set. So these booter devices are your best option. They're nice and compact and they fit very flush in the top. You see the adapter here, as tall as it is, when it's plugged in, it will wobble and you have a chance of breaking this in your pad. With these booter devices, you can see it's very flush and you will have no issues. The latest firmware is on their Discord server, and that'll allow all these adapters to work with no issues. So if you're looking for an ergonomic layout that's split and nice and comfortable laid out, your fingers will be slightly close together here so you have enough spacing where it's not too wide, not too tight. But again, you have that space to slide and do all the different things, but you're also pretty close together for those with smaller hands or just like a tighter feel. You'll have that here on this pad. So when it comes to style, I like this style of split layout. I like the way they made something totally different. It's still large, but it has a unique design and look to it. The split ergonomic layout feels very comfortable. It's very thin, but when you're holding the controller, the layers they put in here, it doesn't creak or feel thin, and it holds together really nice. So let's get some things on the table to compare. So here we have the DualPad C12. This is their entry-level leverless pad. It's in the small category, and we can see here, it is roughly almost as tall as this is wide. And when you lay it flat here, you can see it is very small compared to the Zen. And when you compare the Zen to the DualPad A16, you can see they're exact same width. And when it comes to height, the Zen is roughly shorter by 2 adapters. So if you're on the fence between the two, this device here does have physical switches for the SOCD, the D-pad, and the lock mode. But with this controller, you can do it all on the fly with the controller screen here. When it comes to the layout, this has your 16 button layout here, but it has your pinky button here and also has the right switch down here on the bottom. Whereas here, they're both right here on the side of the buttons here. I mapped both of these to my up button and then my R3 and my L3 here, and it's all worked out really well for me. You have your other buttons here on the top, and they again match the buttons you have here. This controller has the larger keycaps on the bottom and all smalls. This controller here are all larges across the whole pad. This controller has the rings, this controller does not. So this controller comes out the box with stock reds. This controller comes out the box with either the white reins or the ghost switches. And that's how you compare the two. And if you're comparing this to the Tiki-Taka S15, you can see here this controller is roughly shorter by 1 adapter in height, and they're both the same width. This pad has a pass-through port and a screen. The Tiki-Taka does not. This pad has 3 USB-C ports, one on the right, one on the top, one on the left. This has 2, one on the left and the top. This pad here has the 15 button up top, whereas the 15 and 16 button are here on the bottom. This pad comes with the ghost switches or the white rain switches out the box, the matte finish here on the black, the matte finish here. You cannot take this off or change the logo or change any artwork on this design. Again, with this design, you cannot change as well. On the bottom, you can put custom artwork. On the bottom of the Tiki-Taka, you cannot, just a matte finish. The S15 comes with V1 switches and nylon keycaps. I took all those off and replaced them with V2 ghost switches and regular custom keycaps. They both have their action buttons here on the top, and they both give you that split ergonomic layout, and they both feel very nice when you're playing on both pads. So that's the DualPad Zen. If you're looking for a ring controller with a unique style and a large footprint, and whether you like the matte black or the acrylic crystal, with a controller on the front where you can dial in and change your input settings and color and everything else on the fly, and also come with snappy ghost or white rain switches, you found it. This controller is really nice. The price is really good and comes with so many features and things in the box. I think you're gonna like it. So that's the DualPad Zen. DualPad, thanks for sending this out for review. Thanks for watching. Bye.